Hello, I am Deb Coviello, the Drop-In CEO, and as always, I'm grateful that you've dropped in for another episode where week after week I get to speak to the most amazing people, amazing leaders who share their insights with you, and I know they're going to inspire you. And I do this work, we produce the podcast because we sincerely want to provide resources and partnership with C-suite leaders and entrepreneurs to navigate their challenges with confidence. And this week, my fantastic guest is Chris Troka, who is the founder and owner of Focus Biz. He is a marketer, podcast host, and serial entrepreneur. And while building an award winning wedding DJ business over 9 years, growing his team and improving his processes, he then went back to school to earn a degree in marketing. And now he loves helping others, businesses start and grow their businesses. Chris, welcome to the show.
Deb, thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here.
So it's going to be a pleasure. And I am so much looking forward to digging into the work you do and how you help others. But for my audience, Deb, he's a founder, an entrepreneur, and let's hear it CEO. Well, I don't care about that. This is the Drop In CEO podcast, but for me, it is more about a mindset, how we can help leaders, whether they're in a corporate environment or CEOs of their own companies, or people even thinking of moving into hanging their shingle and doing work for themselves. There is a place in my heart for people that are entrepreneurs that want to be able to provide services and value into the world, but may or may not know how to position themselves. And I'm hoping to learn more about how Chris impacts others. But Chris, I'd love to give you the floor and share a bit about yourself personally and the work that you do.
Absolutely. Well, it was a great intro. You did a great job summarizing everything that I do. It was wonderful growing that wedding DJ business into my full-time income and going back to school. Working with tools and AI and automation was a great way to help me improve my current wedding DJ business, but then offer that to other business to help them grow and scale. And the automation piece actually came in a little bit after once we were working with clients and realized, okay, so we're bringing the leads in, but what happens after? Sure, they call the business or maybe they fill out that form and send an email, but fortunately, there was no great way to really capture and nurture that lead other than handing it to the business. So that's when we kind of built in more lead nurturing and automation into our business. It's been helping us and helping others. But I've just been a fanatic about technology and tools and software ever since then. And it's really helped me to grow my business and both of, building my personal brand, my businesses, putting content out there. I think this is going to resonate well with the audience as well because they are also leading and managing their team. They're delegating, they're trying to bring big ideas and bring new solutions to the table. And maybe after their work experience there, they want to put themselves out there. So hopefully a lot of these tips and tricks can translate over to them and they can use these resources to benefit them.
But you're multi-dimensional, so you've given me a lot of material to go after. But before we get into more about what you do, how you help others, the wedding DJ business, is it still around?
It is still around and it is growing. I just ran numbers for last year. We ended up breaking our past record for revenue, which was excellent. We have a new team of DJs. It's been a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. We have a high stress day where we're coordinating and organizing with both the couple, the wedding vendors, trying to take a one-time day and make it an incredible experience. So everything that I learned from the communication piece, the follow-up, the lead nurturing, all of that translated into my wedding DJ business. And that's what we hear all the time. Chris, we love your communication. The price looks good. We have all the information we need to move forward. What can we do? So it's a really simple process on how I built that sales funnel for my wedding DJ business. First, we were getting too many leads. I needed to pre-qualify them with kind of a quote builder form. They can build their own DJ quote online, and then that way we decide, are they the right fit? From there, it automatically nurtures the leads. And just an example, this week I have 8 DJ meetings with potential clients, all from my automated nurturing booking system. So this is something where a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners are struggling keeping up with the day-to-day, having a well-defined process for their lead nurturing can really help their business. So it's kind of translating that emotional intelligence and fun and coordination, communication from the dance floor and weddings into the other businesses. And you got to put a little pizzazz with your personal brand too. So it's important to be excited and kind of amp it up a little bit. You're putting yourself on stage, so it's kind of a performance. Put yourself out there. The scariest thing you can do is really not do something and then regret it later. So all those scary ideas you want to do, make sure you go and do them. Just give them a shot, and you're going to learn a bunch from that experience from actually putting it forward.
Oh my God, there's so much content in here. We are going to be a little ADD today or ADHD. We're going to go in a bunch of different directions. So, to my audience, I am sorry. Hang on. Follow the conversation. I'm going to go back to the DJ business one more time. What's the worst thing that ever happened to you at an event, and how did you recover from it? I'm sure you got some horror stories. Tell me one.
Of course, absolutely. So, obviously, with a lot of weddings, a lot of pieces, moving pieces and puzzle pieces that we're trying to put together for the special day. It can be something as, minimal as maybe the cake cutting tools aren't by the cake, and we're planning to have a grand march go into the cake cutting, go into the speeches, and then into the dinner prayer. So we have a lot of pieces going back to back. So us for DJs, we're trying to kind of preemptively plan what's going to be happening, what will we need. So from the first time we were missing those cake utensils, we made sure for the next time we keep an eye out for that, or just kind of prepping and preparing people for that next step. But there could be something from an equipment failure, maybe a speaker goes down, or the mixer adapter becomes unplugged. We can do so many things to both have backups at the ready, but also try to mitigate that for problems in the future. So there was this one wedding, I actually had my system go down. I unfortunately was taking a song request, and I was trying to hear a little bit more, and I stepped on the adapter for my mixer. So that caused the power to shut down, no music. The people on the dance floor looked around and they're like, do we just keep it going? And then they started to hum the same beat to Baby Got Back that was playing earlier. I was like, sorry, you guys, that was my mistake. So quickly, I shut the system down because each piece of equipment needs to be powered up in a certain order. So I quick shut it down, got it back up again. In about 30 seconds, we were able to have music playing again. Obviously, not the most perfect moment, but it's how you handle that. And the fact that the guests could have fun with it and just say, boom, 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 boom. I was like, okay, cool. This is a cool crowd. They understand mistakes. Things can happen, but it's all about how you overcome that obstacle and move forward from it.
Oh, there's such great insight in this. Again, if you're in a corporate situation, you're giving a presentation to a customer, like you say, the power goes down, the slides are not in the right order. It's like, how quickly can you do a quick little dance step there and say, one moment, folks? Because it's about that rapport building. They trusted you to provide a great experience. Things happen. How quickly can you recover? Make light of it, move on. And you know what? They'll remember you. You're the DJ that got us dancing again. Uber cool. I hope that
Thank
never
you.
happens to me. But what I'm thinking is that you're also just kind of a master of ceremonies. It's not just the music. It's kind of that you kind of take over where the event coordinator finishes.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Working together, really making sure we're on the same page and accommodating all the requests and making sure everyone has a good time there. That's what it's all about.
So I want to go in another direction here because you talk about when you work with either individuals or teams, how it is so important to build a personal brand and not just build a brand, but really amp it up. So I'd love for your take on this. Like, what does this mean to build a personal brand? Because I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that say, well, I am a technical professional in IT. I work in the financial services, and I have done X. Boring, 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 boring. So talk to me about when somebody comes across your doorstep, what does it mean to create that personal brand and not just do that, but also amp it up?
Absolutely. So this was me putting my personal brand out there. I was always kind of the face of the DJ business, and I was kind of the face of Focus Business Solutions, the Focus Biz. And then I realized maybe if I just remove myself from both of those brands and amplify it along with my other brands, just provides another opportunity for people to connect directly with the person as opposed to the brand first. So now we have yourself as a person and a brand, and you're trying to amplify yourself. I always tell clients we're trying to help you get found or get in front of the right people. So it's the combination of SEO and content. How do you put yourself out there? Are people finding you online when they're researching for solutions to their problems? Vice versa, how do we get you in front of the right people? So we're going to identify your ideal audience, your ideal client. We're going to decide, where do they hang out? Where do they have these conversations? Where are they researching solutions for problems? And then you're able to craft a strategy where you're able to Put yourself in front of the right people with the right messaging and just build a relationship. A lot of people think sales is I need to present my offer right off the bat. I need to see if they're considering buying. And if not in the first 30 minutes, it's just not a good fit. I'm sorry, we have to go. A lot of people don't realize this business to business relationship. Clients can take 8 to 15 months in order to close business. You can do it a bit sooner. But the piece of it is that people need to know, like, and trust you first before they're going to trust you with their own baby, their own business. Same for a lot of these C-suite executives, the CEOs out there. How can they either trust a third vendor or even their team member to come in and propose the right strategy here? So you need the team working together. You want to get found and get in front of the right people, put this message together. Once you build this network of people and relationships, the conversation just happens naturally. How do you help people? What do you do? Who's a good fit for you? A great way to do that is podcasting. There's LinkedIn automation. So there's a lot of great ways to meet and network with people and build your audience. And then the sales will come naturally. That just sort of happens. You can do things to help encourage people. You can present some special offers. But number one, build those relationships first, because that's where business happens.
So, for anybody out there, I hope you're listening. If you happen to reach out to me on LinkedIn and the first thing you do is say, I've got this XYZ service, let's book a call next week. Delete, delete, delete. I am so turned off of people just trying to sell a solution to a problem that I may or may not have. So anyway, yes, I agree. And the other thing that, at least for me, you give me pause. I know that in my business, any business that I've gotten has been based on relationships that were either 2, 5, or 10 years old. And somehow I stayed top of mind, for which they came to the fold. Now, you can't always depend on that. So then what do you do? Well, a lot of these people that either have never built a personal brand or you're building your own business now are just hoping that the business will come. No, you have to be planting those seeds, providing value. Who can I introduce you to? I've been doing that for a couple years now. I am doing it. I have amped it up now with what can I do? What can I give you? How can I help you? Who can I introduce you to? And you know what? I know it's going to take, as you said, 8 to 15 months, but I'm a patient person because I'll tell you, when then I do get those warm referrals, the close rate is very high.
Yes, yes, makes a big difference. Those personal referrals are
Yeah.
huge for having a pre-warmed, already nurtured lead.
Yeah, it is. Now, I'm a little bit of a tech geek too. It sounds like you are as well. You kind of blew past this system, the processes that you built in some automation that enables your marketing to qualify, booking systems. You were all over. And I want to just slow you down a little bit. What's the secret sauce for which you've developed some processes or tools that could be of interest for people who might want to reach out to you?
Absolutely. So I recommend for people to take a step back and look at their buyer's journey. What does it look like when they first reach your website or your Google business profile? What do they think and feel about your business? Would you be compelled to move forward and say, I want to learn more, tell me more? And once you get them into your funnel, into that main landing page or your home web page, have an easy way for them to learn about what you do, how you help. Sometimes pricing can be a factor, depends on your business and industry, whether you want to include that or not. But easy next steps to sign up, an easy contact form. Um, Next step is going to be an easy chatbot. This is something for people to bypass that form. Maybe they want instant answers. They want to chat with someone or something that can provide those answers for them. So we built a chatbot powered by conversational AI that can now take context and knows previous conversations about your specific wedding to help personalize all your messaging at scale. So this is a one-on-one conversation with the chatbot. It's powered with SMS text and AI voice, so it can call you and ask you more details. Hey, what kind of music are you hoping for your wedding? It'll fill out a form for you and put that into your calendar. So we have these bots and automations pre-qualifying leads, they're nurturing them, they're booking calendar appointments. So take a step back, look at your nurturing journey, consider how long does it take for someone to from point of contact to make a decision. For us in the wedding DJ business, sometimes it's 1 week to 4 weeks. So I built out a 7 touch point lead nurturing sequence via email that only provides value and encourages conversation. So my first follow-up question is, Hey, wanted to see what you thought of our DJ quote. Does it fit within your budget? And if not, what would the ideal package look like for you? This is a great way to get that conversation started. This is sent 24 hours after initial contact. Once we've sent the quote, they have all the information, they're taking their time.
Mhm.
From there, 3 days later, we'll send a blog for wedding planning. This is, here's your top 200 wedding songs. This is how you write a wedding speech. So this is great content for them to consume. The more time they spend on your site, it helps Google, and they're just making a bigger connection with your brand. And it's nurturing them. It shows that you're an expert in your field. You like talking about what you do. You're providing helpful value. So providing those next steps, the easy sign up form, the contract, take a look at your process, map that out into either a kind of like a visualizer like Figma, so you can map out your buyer's journey, see if there's any friction points where there's a human touch point that's either required or is preventing the next step to the sale. So if you're requiring, oh, you have to book a meeting with us first, or you have to do this, remove that friction, make it easy, next steps to the sale. And if you have your audience offer and messaging well crafted, you're going to have a bunch of people entering and moving forward and becoming clients within your funnel.
That's super interesting. Now, you keep referencing the wedding business, but it could be anybody's business. Where would you then work with them to craft what that sequence would be? Is that part of your strategy work?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So for some of our clients, we have a one of my dentist clients. We're doing a lot of lead generation SEO, and she has clients coming in, patients coming in, saying, "We found you on Google," and she's all excited. She says, "Oh, thank you. I'm very Googleable, and that's my marketing guy." So she was really excited about that. But I realized that oftentimes it takes them about 24 hours the next business day to follow up their appointments. So right now we're in the process of building out her own chatbot form and lead nurturing system, so that way it's a lot easier to book an appointment. I worked with her and realized what kind of scheduling could we provide to this chatbot. Um, so she realized, let's put it at the hour of, the last hour of every day. We can book someone a teeth cleaning or some sort of consult appointment just to remove the friction. Another client we're working with offers in suites over a small motel, kind of like a boutique motel, but they're all hands off, no humans, all automation. So a lot of their booking software opens up a key lock for their guests over at their inn and suite. So they were looking for a customer service support bot. And I was like, perfect, we can definitely do that. But let's take that a step further. So, yeah, we're going to talk to people and capture them, but could they book online? Can we have them book an appointment with you? And what about a concierge bot too? Could they provide local attractions, maybe the top 10 restaurants? What kind of ways can we provide value and help nurture and bring value into this relationship? So that's kind of our focus with a lot of this automation and AI. A lot of people think it's okay, yeah, I can save a lot of time, but it's going to be less personalized. But in fact, it's actually a lot more personalized.
But based on the way you design it. So do you write all this software, or you got some really smart people in your team that does all this?
It's a combination. So we both have access to our own software system where we work one-on-one with the development team, both to test new features and to implement new ideas that would really be helpful for a lot of our businesses and our clients that we work with. So we work together with this team to help build out the software. We can customize our own software to an extent, per industry, per our clients. And then we just use those templates to kind of copy them and implement them into your business and just tweak and edit them based on your specific offer, your specific
Yeah.
industry.
What I really love about the work that you do is that it is standard and highly customized at the same time. You've tested and piloted different bots, different kinds of automation that has generated results. But what I really appreciate is that you take the time to listen to each client who's looking to have a greater impact, or do better on their marketing or their sales, and you take all those bits of technology and put them together in a different way. But you also say, but what about this, and what about that? Because they only know what they know, and they need a guide like you to present other possibilities. Oh yes, tell them where they can go for dinner while they're staying at my inn, or where to do axe throwing, or where to go for a hike. All that makes you memorable and creates an experience versus just a registration.
Yes, absolutely, and I appreciate that. It's all about looking towards the future. If you want to stay on top of the new trends, you have to think outside the box a little bit and offer new solutions. This isn't just, potentially an upsell. This is, okay, how can we really make this a cool piece of software for your business, one that saves you tons of time and just adds tons of value to their buyer's journey?
So I want to qualify your ideal client right now. If you had a profile like 80% of your clients, like who are you for? What kinds of people or industries or situations are you looking for? So if there's somebody in my audience, they could say, ah, that's me. Maybe I should talk to Chris.
Absolutely. So we primarily work with solopreneurs and small businesses, and it's a combination of both B2B and B2C. And we have separate strategies for how we would help execute that for you. And it's really based on where you're at in your journey. A lot of people already have great connections. Maybe we just need to reactivate some of those contacts or make you top of mind. Some people have a great system and process that they're already working with, but they need more lead generation. They need to get in front of more people. So there's a way we can craft a strategy to fit for your business. So that way we're really putting our hours where it's going to benefit you the most. That's one thing I hate. I'm the right kind of lazy. So I want to find the path of least resistance without cutting corners. I want to give you a great end result, and we move fast. So that's something I want to bring to a lot of the clients. So if we need to skip a lot of these steps because you already have it handled, no problem. Let's just get you to that end result faster.
Yeah, I appreciate that you don't have a cookie cutter approach that each client has to fit into a certain process. Again, you take what the best of what you got, best of what they have, and merge together for a solution. So that's why I really appreciate bringing in folks like you who are creative in meeting other people's needs. So you're young, you got the DJ business, you've got this marketing business, but where are you going? Because obviously we know what you're doing now, but if there's somebody out there, I want them to ride the journey with you. So where are you going? And who do you need in your sphere?
Absolutely. So, the past few years, I've been focusing on using the podcast to both highlight other entrepreneurs, and it's an excuse to have a one-on-one with a lot of people in my ideal market. From there, a lot of people just want to help connect with each other. A lot of people that I work with are either kind of just starting out. They're just struggling to kind of fit the pieces together. They have a lot of ambition, but things aren't clicking for them yet. So we definitely help them kind of push them along. A lot of those people come to our Facebook group right now where we provide a lot of marketing and strategy support for people. And it's been a great way for me to put myself out there as well. People love learning. And I don't mind teaching as long as people enjoy the conversation of what I'm bringing to the table. So that has helped elevate me and kind of amped me up to be excited about teaching people about what we're doing. So this is just a great way to get found and get in front of the right people and building this, closer network of people together with me. And a lot of them are finding me through LinkedIn personal connections. So it's definitely a great way to kind of build and nurture this audience, and anyone else who is interested in marketing or automation and sales. Feel free to come join this group or connect. Because we'd love to teach you about all the things you can use in your business to save time and grow your business.
So I love this extension of who you are, providing that educational component and community. I did not know of this about you. So if people were to search for your Facebook group, how would they find you?
Of course, right now it's called the BOSS, Boss Business Owner Strategy and Support Group. We may change the name in the future, but it's something that we like running with right now. And who knows what the future might bring for that. I definitely want to keep the DJ business going. I'm building up the marketing agency, but in a few years from now, definitely hoping that the marketing agency really just takes over what the DJ business is currently doing. I'd love to just let my team handle that because I know I can do marketing from anywhere in the world. If I decide I want to do some more traveling or maybe move somewhere else, I'm not, required to stay in one city to fulfill services. So I'm kind of hoping that's the future for people who are kind of looking to get to that next level. Feel free to come join the community and just have a great conversation with other people like us.
I got one more question. I'm curious. And again, for those watching on the YouTube channel, it's more about Chris's environment. So you keep using the word amp, you keep talking about DJ, and you've got this beautiful white guitar in the background. Is it all tied together some way?
It definitely is. That was the start of my entrepreneurial journey. First was kind of starting the band. I was wanted to hang out with my friends and play these instruments to look and be cool. We learned a lot of management practices from that, coordinating, trying to find shows, teamwork of what it takes to put five people together at the same time and keep them on track. And that love for music turned into me helping other bands trying to put on shows. So I started renting out a venue to put on shows. That turned into a great idea. I tried to open a venue. I did a few shows, but it failed. A lot of things I failed, but then we finally turned into a DJ business. I had a good mentor who asked, "Can you bring your old band equipment? We have a laptop with music. Can you just pretend to be a DJ?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess." So I brought my lights and my sound over. It turned out to be a lot of fun. I made some money from it. And that was the light bulb moment that turned kind of doing the band venue equipment into a DJ service. So that's when I focused on how do I get more of these DJ events. I upgraded equipment, started treating it like a business, and then suddenly things started taking off. So that was kind of the inception of how music turned into the DJ business. And that just, kind of amplified my excitement for business ownership. And in order to run a business, you need to be good at marketing and sales. That was kind of the natural progression through my business journey. Some failures, a lot of learning lessons, and then here we are today.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you one more question. No, I'm going to share just a quick story. So again, my listeners get to listen to Deb and Chris, getting to know more about each other. And yes, of course, I tease out insights that you share for my audience, but you've kind of inspired me or validated what I'm seeing. So Deb Coviello, the drop-in CEO, drops into businesses and partners with C-suite leaders during a time of transformation. I'm technically capable. I love doing that work, especially whispering into the CEO's ear and also helping his team. I do that. But I am a podcaster. I am a creative. I have been sought out to moderate panel discussions. I thought I was going to become a speaker. Please hire me to be a speaker, but they come for me to be a moderator for panel discussions at conferences. And so I wonder if the universe is talking to me about Deb. Use your voice. Your voice might be that light, that thing that I have to amp up. And maybe I'll still have the other business at some point, but I really got to go where the universe is taking me.
Absolutely. It's something as business owners we have to reflect on ourselves and kind of see where do we want the future to go.
Yeah, this has been inspirational. Again, I've thoroughly enjoyed my conversation with you, and I know my audience will enjoy it as well. I ask for anybody out there, first of all, you're just curious, check out Chris Troika. He's just a ton of energy. What he does is amazing. He's got a great podcast that he's had the drop-in CEO on. Check out that episode. It just came out in January. But I would love for you to take the mic one more time, speak to my audience, share any last thoughts and ways they can contact you.
Absolutely. So for everyone out there, I always like to tell them to do what Nike is doing and just do it. A lot of us kind of get wrapped up in our heads. We feel like just one more book, just one more video is going to teach me what I need to do. That'll give me that light bulb moment. That'll kind of remove all that friction I've been getting and finally get me, into where I want to be. You actually just need to do it. Go out there, stop thinking about wanting to do something. You're going to learn so much from the experience piece of it that you couldn't learn from any video before. So get in, experience, get your hands dirty. And for anyone who's interested in learning more, feel free to come join the Facebook group, the Boss Business Owner Strategy and Support. I'm available online via LinkedIn, Christopher Troka, or they can go to my website, focus-biz.com. But all of our entrepreneur CEOs out there, continue teaching others, inspiring others, put out some good work, and make sure you listen to Deb so that she can whisper in your ear. So that way you know which direction you need to lead your team because she knows what she's doing and she does great work.
You've been a great guest, Chris. Thank you so much for dropping in. I'm excited to see where you're going. This relationship is not a one and done with just the podcast, it's just the beginning. But I want to simply say I want to wish you well and continued success. And thanks for dropping in.
Thanks so much, Deb. I appreciate it.